1, 2, 1, 2. Love you, Divine Tarot, and you. Yeah, oh, happy birthday to Taurus, bless Taurus. Happy birthday to Taurus, sexy Taurus. Where you at, Taurus? Oh, happy birthday to all of our lovely and handsome and sexy and highly intelligent and sometimes too inquisitive to the point that it gets to be nosy. Happy birthday is for you and only you, Taurus. Did I stutter, utter, or mutter, or get at Taurus some butter? No, indeedy, sweetie. Only for the needy, not the greedy. You hear me? That's Taurus. You only give to the needy, not the greedy. And that's what I'm talking about, Taurus. That rhymes with Eye of Horus. Some of you guys are feeling gracious and good. You have all this gratitude. It's like I wish you would type of energy. I can't make it up, Taurus. You guys, before we get too deep into it, I just want to start by letting you guys know that the higher realms would like for you to know that you are a vast key component to this whole divine plan, to this whole divine planet, Earth. The higher realms made that word planet so you would know that you are planned, Taurus. Woman or man, Taurus. All right, you are planned, Taurus. The last two letters in that word planet is ET. That stands for until the end of this timeline, till the end of time, till the end of Earth timeline. All right? And a lot of you guys need to know that it actually show that you guys have been living the ET life all your life. Believe it or not. Yeah, and what do I mean by that? Well, the ET, it stands for E, executing low vibe energy, and T, transmuting it into high vibe energy. And that's what you guys continue to do. That's what you guys have been living and continuing to do. Yeah, so the higher realms will signal you and point out some of the times that you guys have, every now and then what the higher realms have been doing is so you guys can comprehend with this read, that you guys are receiving at this time. The higher realms will, commend you guys for doing something that you did to live the ET life. I'm seeing a lot of you guys on the back. I'm seeing you guys something about banister and then a basketball court. I'm seeing you guys outside basketball court, not indoors in the school, nothing like that. Outdoor basketball court. A lot of you guys were able to stop something sinister from taking place. It had a lot to do with life or death scenario. Yeah, because I'm getting Philadelphia. Yeah, this was on the Philadelphia grounds basketball court. Some of you guys stopped something from, really being escorted to the next level. You stop that escort from the next level. And that's a beautiful thing, because that means you saved somebody's life on the basketball court. It was something like, how you have that confrontation. But it was a situation. You guys know what I'm saying here. Yeah, it was pertaining to something else that, had its elevation. Say like for some of you guys, it was, two arguing about, a third party. And then the other one was, some paraphernalia, drugs, whatever. They were arguing over on the court. And that went on to the court for various reasons, right? But I see you guys, somehow you guys were able to help them in this situation, and you help them improvise, and realize that this ain't even worth it. Let's walk away. Let's walk away, and we don't have to play for real. And some of you guys, it was just simply about the game. It could have escorted to the next level. So you guys, you're being commended from the higher realms from doing that selfless act, because it had nothing to do with you, your family, your friends, none of that. You guys just living the ET life, and not even it's unbeknownst to you. That's what you were here to do. That's what you're here to do. That's what you are here to do, is what I want to be clear on. So you guys were on the right path very early. Some of you guys, it looked like your teenage years, like older teenage years, 16, 17, 18, something of that nature. Some of you guys maybe 19, 20, blah. But I'm seeing like, that latter teen years. Yeah, so you guys are being commended, the higher realms, for that, for sure. And some of you guys were a part of a situation where your friend could have been an active looter, and you stopped your friend from looting. I'm seeing that. A while back. I don't know, it was some situation where you guys were, and she could have been this. I don't know if this was one of the big situations where it was on the news. Nothing like that. It's what I'm seeing. It may have been on the news for some of you guys, but the bottom line is, I'm seeing like a female get ready to do some real looting with a big old TV. And you guys stopped her. You know what I mean? You stopped her and you helped her, and you guys, made her recognize that, for her to see it in real time eyes, because that was an illusion that she had in her head, that she could walk away and never, have to lay in that bed. So, yeah, so you guys really helped out with that situation, is what I see. The higher realms is pointing it out. Now, this is when you guys were like, I'm hearing, ooh, this person was way of age. Yeah, 30 and 40 is what I'm getting. Some of you guys were 30 and 40 then. Shout out to those who are 58, 59. Shout out to those who are 51. Shout out to those who have an 18-year-old. Shout out to those who are 18 in the world. 18-year-old may not stumble across this. However, if you miss, shout out to you guys. And shout out to you guys who have 18-year-old grandbabies, or 8-year-old grandbabies, or 1-year-old babies and grandbabies. Congratulations to you guys, for sure. And shout out to you guys who have, 8-year-old baby or grandbaby, or 8-year-old baby and grandbaby. Yeah, that's, yeah. Yeah, and shout out to those of you who have like a 14-year-old baby child. I'm seeing some of you guys have a 14-year-old child. I'm seeing like a man child, 14 years old, for a lot of you guys. Others of you, if you have any 14-year-old grands, shout out to you there with your energy. They stay within your energy, as these other energies do, and they're here for you. Some of you guys know that. So a lot of you guys have been living that ET life all your life. And the higher realms is commending you on your beautiful day, in every way. So a lot of you guys need to know, that life is not, life is our soul's mission. It's not a competition. Even though you got a lot of people who on a mission in competition with you guys. That's cool. That's so sad but touching, right? They're on a mission in competition with you guys, Taurus. Call it pow. They're on a mission in competition with you. They done missed the whole mission because life is simply our soul's mission. It's not a competition. But they're on a mission in competition with you guys. Okay, first of all, you got that dressed up garbage can, man. If I coulda, woulda, game. And then you got that $500 hat with that 50-cent head. And then they always trying to give the side eye like they want to go to bed. They in competition with you, right? So then you have that one with the degrees more than a thermometer. Always know more than you, but asking you what to do. Then I started, hey, I'm just saying, Taurus. I'm just saying what it is, what it is. However, you guys need, you guys recognize that this is your soul's mission, okay? Life. So, along your soul's mission, the higher realms have placed something so beautiful inside you. It's called your intuition to accompany you on your soul's mission. You have that beautiful thing placed inside of you called your intuition. All right? The higher realms say if you ever get to the place in life where you can solely trust your intuition, baby, you can begin to see without sight. People wonder why the blind man can see, blind man or woman can see day or night. Yeah, that's right. So the higher realms have placed inside of you something beautiful called your intuition that keeps you guys spiritually tethered to your GPS. And that's a spiritual GPS. And the higher realms said that GPS stands for the gods, the guides, or simply your God pointing you to your next level of origin, right? And that acronym for STEP is STEP. However, that stands for the solution to every problem. A lot of you guys were born with a solution to every problem, not alleviating the fact that simply a problem is something that you create. Situations are things that happen. That's why we always have to step back so we don't lack realization. So we step back and say, let's see, we're going to evaluate this situation. Am I a part of the solution? Oh, well, if I'm not, then I must be the problem. So remember that, Taurus. A problem is something that you create. Situations are things that happen. You heard me? So, what the higher realms is telling you here is that you guys were born fully loaded, like a 9mm 6-inch barrel Smith & Wesson, fully loaded with hollow points, but not quite knowing which way to shoot. That's why the higher realms gave you this beautiful spiritual root. It is called numbers, signs, and synchronicities. Confirmation. It is called numbers, signs, and synchronicities. True confirmation. The higher realms is communicating to you all the time and through you, through numbers, signs, and synchronicities. This birthright number 518 is your numbers, signs, and synchronicities. Okay? Your number 5 is your frequency and vibration in every way. A lot of you guys need to know the number 5 is a multidimensional spiritual number. That means you guys are multidimensional spiritual beings. A lot of you guys signed up for this human experience, right? So you guys bring positive change from every dimensional level. So as you bring it, you shall receive it. Now, the higher realms shares with you right now that the reason you bring this positive change is so you guys see. I know you guys were here with me when we woke up one day and the whole earth changed. I mean, it was overnight, it seemed like, right? You went to sleep and you woke up, you're like, hold up, wait a minute now. Depending on whatever age you guys are, that's what happened. All right, that's because a lot of you guys were planned and positioned to be a positive change of frequency and vibration in its entirety in certain, locations, things of that nature. So a lot of you guys are here as that positive change. You bring positive change to Earth's frequency and vibration. My goodness, you are very priceless, You're a priceless one, to this elevation. Now, what I want to share with you guys is a lot of you guys grew up with a lot of change around you, didn't know why. A lot of copper coins, a lot of nickel plate coins, a lot of, silver, a lot of copper, things of that nature, that positive change frequency that you guys bring, right? So, a lot of you guys need to know that you could, I don't know if you guys heard your birth story, but if you did, you would know that you guys, this is not just a simple change. You guys made a positive change, from every dimensional level at birth, upon your arrival. A lot of you guys may have arrived in the NICU. All these flashing lights and everything, everything had to stop, change, pow, pow, pow. Some of you guys were 1 pound, 2 pound babies. Some of you guys were 1 to 1.5 to 2 pound babies. Is what I'm getting. You came in with that massive demand for change, right? So that's what I'm getting. A lot of you guys were up to almost 5 pound babies. So I see the 5 there. But I'm seeing most of you guys 1 and 2 pound baby because it's coming out strong. And I'm seeing how you guys had your arrival here on earth. You broke the mold when you go, okay? And some of you guys may still hear that birth story today because of the impact of change in every way. Now, I need to let you guys know one more thing, that you will receive also pocket change on your B-Day. So you guys will receive some money today, honey, and you can throw some my way. I'm teasing. You guys, listen up. You have this number 1 next to your 5. So we're going to go ahead and say 5 plus 1 equals 6. That is also your birthright number. And having that birthright number 6, the higher realms redeem you guys as perfect. Why? Because the higher realms took 6 days to make this world. Remember? On the Sabbath day, the higher realms rest. This is the story I'm talking about. So this is the frequency, right? This number 6 is deemed as perfect because it has all the vibrations and frequencies in there. That's quality of possibility, what you call positive possibility frequencies, all in one, right? Of that number 6, right? So the higher realms is telling you through that number 6, please expect nothing less than the best from your lifetime here. And the higher realms is telling you through your birthright number 6 that you will, without a shadow of a doubt, persevere in this lifetime if you do not get distracted, okay? Because distractions comes in every which way, right? And the higher realms told me through my meditation a long time ago that distractions are simply sent to dis your actions. You don't need fractions for that. You just neither look nor to the left nor to the right. Money, drugs, alcohol, people, places, and things, all kinds of things. Distractions, okay, are sent to dis your actions. Now, because you have this birthright number 1, Let's talk about that, because guess what? Without one, there is no one. That's a fact. Now, this number one was never meant to be a number in ancient times. The number one was never meant to be a number, all right, at all. Why? Because numbers are meant to be plural. That number one represent God, the Alpha, the beginning. A lot of you guys have that God-like energy, all right? And the higher realms want you to know that you have it. You know, it's no coinkydink that you have this power to start all over again. You know, a lot of you guys find yourself starting fresh. You know, having these fresh new beginnings because of this number one. This is who you are. You know, a lot of you guys need to recognize that you are alpha male and alpha female. A lot of people can live and die and come back and do it twice again. And guess what? Some of them will never, ever equate even a fraction of use of their alpha brain state. Right? I can't make it up. You guys are whole alpha males and alpha females. And that is really the reason that it was hard for you to match with a mate, because of that alpha state of energy. Yeah. That one say, I can be all by myself. That's what it say. In every way. Okay, so you have this one also in front of the 8. So I need to let you guys know that number 7 is also a birthright number of yours. Because the higher realms don't play when he's speaking through your number signs and synchronicities. And a lot of you guys have been seeing these numbers 5, 6, 7, and 8 through your lifetime and not knowing that the higher realms is talking to you. This is about you right now. Pay attention. Take the cotton out your ears, stick it in your mind, your spiritual ear. You know what I mean? So this number 7 is saying the same thing. The higher realms, when the higher realms speak to you through that number 7, is similar. However, it's similar to the point where, remember I told you it took the higher realm 6 days. The Sabbath day is of rest. So the higher realms is telling you to get your rest, you know, so you can be at your best. Why? Because your body, I don't know if people know, but your body gets to sleep, all right? But your soul and your spirit, it never rests, right? Your spirit never rests. That's why you see some people, they wake up more tired than they went to sleep, because they have to maintain that balance. It's vital to spiritually and physically. You have to have that balance, okay? In every way. So your number 7 birthright is reminding you to get your rest. And it's also commending you in regards to your patience. Some of you guys have been accused in this lifetime of being too patient with emojis. I'm going to say the emojis out here. Yeah, that's what I'm going to call them. So a lot of you guys have been accused of being so patient with these emojis out here. Okay? In the emojo, right? So that is your birthright, and you need to know. The 7 is also a multidimensional spiritual number. A lot of you guys are heavily connected to heaven. You know, the 7th dimensional level of heaven. I can't make that up. You're connected. That's why certain things you're affected by. You know what I mean? So, and you'll see others who are not affected by it. You ever see people can walk over people on the street and stuff like that? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know, so you guys are heavily connected. You're multidimensional spiritual beings. You have that beautiful number 7. And when the higher realms is speaking to you through your birthright number 7, I don't know, the higher realms is telling me something beautiful, like it's also connected to 11 in some type of way. I don't know. That's what the higher realms is saying. Okay? However, when the higher realms is speaking to you through your birthright number 7, the higher realms is telling you guys that you will overcome all of these obstacles in your life and you shall realize success. Why? Because the angels are happy with the choices you made in your physical form along your spiritual journey. Some of you guys have been making the right choices, healthy choices. And it hurts a lot of people. I see for some of you guys, it hurts some people. It may hurt this, like the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius type of energy, that you guys have to move on and get your justice in life. Because you put in the work, so that's what it is. All right? That's what a TI is. Now, so the higher realm is speaking to you through your birthright number 7 in that manner. And no question, you guys have this beautiful number 8. And that number 8 says it all right? So that number 8 says, like kind of what I said, and I told you the higher realm says connected to that 11. 11 is a reminder that you're from a higher realm. You're only here in physical form to conclude your spiritual mission, right? And the higher realms want you to know that you're highly favored. That's the higher realms talking. I'm strictly channeling now. Some things. So the higher realm come through when the higher realm come through, and I'm just letting you guys know that the higher realms is coming through. All right. Some of you guys may be seeing that 11 now. I don't know what to do, but something is significant. I don't know if you have 11,000 or 1,100, whatever is going on. That 11 is a message for you. Okay. So the higher realms are saying this number, your birthright number 8. And this is now me telling you guys the information about number 8 when the higher realms is communication, from that number 8 is that so as it's done above, it shall be done down below. Okay. That's why you see number 8 is designed as so, that circle at the top and the circle below. Now, the circle represents always of completion, right? Okay, just stay with me. The circle represents completion, right? Now, anything at the top realm, it represents the spiritual realm. That's why you got to be mindful of what you thinketh in this lifetime. A lot of people run around talking about what came first, the chicken or the egg. I can't believe I heard this stuff a bazillion years later. I'm like, hold up. The higher realms are somewhere saying, fool, it's the thought. The thought came first. So be mindful of what you guys thinketh. Try to think pure, powerful thoughts, if you can, because clutter is everywhere. You know what I mean? However, you can, clear your thoughts and clean your thoughts and things of that nature. So your number 8 represents, your number 8 birthright represents, so as it's done above, it shall be done down below. Now, what that means is a lot of you guys, again, like I said, it's another multidimensional spiritual number here. A lot of you guys are bringing that level of vibration increase to this level. And you guys are increasing the vibration of, Mother Earth with your number 8. And that means you guys will always be abundant in this lifetime. So a lot of you guys will constantly receive a whole new level of abundance. That's why that 18 is there. You're going to be like a newborn baby trying to hold on to your new abundance. That's what I'm seeing right here. I can't make it up. It's here. All right. Now, 1 + 8 = 9. A lot of you guys were born spiritually awakened and spiritually aligned. And a lot of you guys came in this lifetime to make a spiritual completion. And that's different from any other completion. That completion is painful when it's spiritual. That's when you see people crying. It's not, because that is some spiritual work. It's spiritual is when you're cleaning all. It's just like the word says, spiritual all. It's cleaning all. It's for everyone. The spirit has no sex, no age, no color. It's cleaning it all up for you. So a lot of you guys are here for a spiritual completion as well. So know your numbers are, birthright numbers are 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And guess what? You add your whole birthright number up. 5 + 1 + 8 equals the number 14. And that is very unique. The higher realms told me the number 14 is simply as so. You guys are a part of the 144, and you need to know. The 144 of people that's here, you're highly protected and you shall persevere. And you have special duties here. You have special duty here, special calling, right? You are of the 144. So a lot of you guys, your birthright is of 144, which is abbreviation 14. You are the 144 people that's here to give this world a whole new level of stability. And you guys are blessed from 4 corners of the earth, 4 seasons of the earth, 4 elements of the earth you can use to manifest. You guys don't have to do the basic blow the candle out and, light up the candle, because that's fire sign and air sign energy. You guys can do all the manifestation. You can use all the elements to manifest on your beautiful, blessed day. You can use earth, water, air, and fire. You can use them all. You guys are being blessed of 4. So it's no doubt that a lot of you guys have a lot of 4 in your life. You hear me? So now, getting down to the get down, you guys. I see you guys moving away from a past life energy. And it can't be soon enough. Some of you guys had to release this ex in every way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because, in case this, even though you guys have the chemistry and you feel like you know that they're a soulmate, they're a past life soulmate, they are a past life soulmate energy that connected to you guys in this lifetime of energy. A lot of you guys are just really conditioned, and your mind is conditioned right now to pay attention to your finances, and not be like this might be the one, that might be the one. You guys are content with waiting for the one at this time. Great job, Taurus, okay? And you're content with taking your time and slow walking things and being optimistic and just getting to know the person first, because a new love is on the horizon here. And you guys are learning to express your love in an unconditional way, so it doesn't end up being a unrequited love. Because a lot of you guys are, paying attention to all of these signs because, you have experienced unrequited love in your life here and in your past life here. That's why you have to really let this X type of energy go as soon as possible. So that's what I see. Now, financially, I see you guys really, some of you guys really don't want to know the answer to the job search, or your, some of you guys don't want to know that answer. I don't know why you applied for the job. Some of you guys really are. You ever heard this thing called the enemy is enemy? Taurus, the enemy is enemy. And I need to let you guys know that again. Help me. Say this to you. Say this to you. You guys, you right now in this predicament in your financial area, you are your enemy. There is no spell on you. You are your enemy. Say, remember I told you guys that you have to step back and say, am I part of the solution? Yeah. Well, then I must be the problem. Why? Because the enemy is just like the word says. It's just like the word says. The enemy is enemy. All right? You remember I told you guys? The problem is something that we create. Situations are things that happen. If I'm not part of the solution, then I must be the problem, right? So a lot of you guys are in heavy competition with yourself here. Your spirit team is congratulating you because somehow that's helping you do what you do subconsciously. A lot of you guys, your third eye is open, okay? You're very loyal to the healing process, although you're also very emotional. You have a level of hint of purity to your soul, and that's good because that never gets old. And a lot of you guys, you're definitely spiritually grounded. And the universe is heavily working miracles for you guys, is what I see. And miracles to hit these deadlines that you guys are. And a lot of you guys are great team players too. So a lot of you guys will work well, at this job. However, the higher realms are saying follow up. Follow up. Don't wait for them. You know how them y'all say, oh, well, it's time that you get your evaluation. No. Don't wait till it's time. You guys follow up. Once you get this job, once you settle in this job, those who have this job, don't wait for evaluation. Just follow up and say, how am I doing? Okay? Because a lot of you guys need to know this is confirmation. You got the job. You just have to follow up. And once you follow up, continue to follow up. How am I doing this week? How would you evaluate that week? That way, when that evaluation comes, you'll already have it. It'll be already done. You hear me? And a lot of you guys are really cleaning up. I see a lot of damage that has been done, a lot of wreckage from the past. A lot of you guys are highly intuitive, and you know that your heart needed to be, cleaned up from some things here, okay? It's all about your heart here. Needed to be cleaned up. And like I said, it's something about this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. You had to clean up from that energy. And I think I said that before, yeah. You know how they have clean up woman, they have clean up man too. So the higher realms want you guys to be a little bit more confident, mind, body, and spirit. Because some of you guys, your dark side is working with your light side. Some of you guys have done the actual work. Is what I see here. So the higher realm said, because you did that work, you already know what happened to do it. You knew what you had to do to get there. That was not an easy ride. So the higher realms is saying, you know what happened to you. Now is not the time for you guys to give up or give in. All right, you've come too doggone far to give up now. So keep that confidence, okay? And never allow anyone to try to confuse your confidence with arrogance. Oh, they do that to me all the time. Why? Because people think that, what is that thing? Pretty pleasure, pretty privilege, or some crap like that. They say pretty privilege. So a lot of you guys are going through that pretty privilege thing too. So don't let anybody try to confuse or try to make you think this is it, because this is not it. Just because you're confident, you're arrogant, because you have some looks to you, because you're easy on the eye. Come on now. They said, I'm going to say it again. Higher realm said this. Never allow anyone to try to confuse your confidence with arrogance. Confidence is a trait to be admired, not feared or punished. Okay, you shouldn't be punished for feeling good about what the higher realms gave unto you in any way. Okay? I can't make it up. And you guys already know what happened, to people who, give up out there. The higher realms anyway, I don't even want to get into that part of it. You know what I'm saying? Because the higher realms is saying something else, and it's kind of biblical, and I'm not, quote unquote, religious in any way. But the higher realms said, this is one reason why the higher realms also, made this statement, even to allow you to think that, that part has to die. So you guys have to help the situation, the good, the positive vibe to live. You remember I told you, by you guys being more confident and standing in your truth and living, with purpose and power and purpose, I'm going to say 3 P's, and I'm going to give you 3 P's because this is what I really believe in: power, purpose, and peace. You know what I'm saying? So don't let anybody take any of those: your power, your purpose, and your peace. Okay? That's what's happening in every way. And that's what came about with this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You guys had to move on from. Yes, they're going to be hurt. Yes, but they got to be hurt. Okay, something happened at the mall in any way, and they may have got taken to jail. It might have shocked the mess out of you. Some of you guys, this person may have got and taken to jail after you guys came from church or something like that. This fool want to be in the mall, picking up stuff and stuff like that. Next thing you know, they getting shipped away from you guys in every way. And they may have been like a good worker. But some people, old habits die hard. You know what I'm saying? So you guys be aware at a mall, because it's a lot of hurt surrounding this mall incident. It's a mall incident when someone goes to jail and the congregation can't save them if they're gonna be doing the same thing, here that they were doing. All I can say is, change you must or die you will. That's all I can say. And I don't know what else to say, but this person here has not changed. So you're going to be, it's going to be a lot of hurt for them. It may hurt you a little bit too, but the bottom line is this is the choice they choose. This was their choice, okay? So be mindful of the mall today, especially on your beautiful day. You ain't got time for that on your birthday. Somebody can really mess up your birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like, give that downer type energy just coming out of church. And a lot of you guys went to church on your birthday. You know what I'm saying? Saw a lot of people, they work with or whatever like that, and this fool get to the mall and just start, just losing their mind or something. Wow, this is crazy. Anywho, what he say? Get to the mall and start trying to get a 5-finger discount. What is going on? So you guys are the higher realms. Is what I'm getting right now. The higher realms say whatever it costs for your peace to be at home, because the higher realms want you to have justice at home. You guys need to have that peace when you turn that knob. You know what I mean? You need to be feeling security and comfort and enjoying your personal space. So a lot of you guys are getting ready to really reap the benefits of you seeing what justice look like, in your personal space, your home, okay, your place. Because a lot of you guys, somehow, we're being what do you call some of you guys? You guys, let me say this. Now, this is a situation. I'm sorry, I need to clear this up, and I apologize. A lot of you guys, this is a situation where maybe someone worked at the mall, and you guys, they're working at the mall and they're stealing from the job. Did I say that? Yeah, because they're stealing from the job. And some of you guys at your job, be mindful of not going to the rooftop, or if you got to go to the rooftop, working around a rooftop, be careful around there and be mindful. You know what I'm saying? Something is dangerous here. Actually, treacherous is what it's saying. Okay? Yeah. If you can, always pay attention to the, because I always pay attention to certain things like the shadow, like different shadows. So the bottom line is be mindful of the workplace up on the roof. It's very dangerous here. Okay? And what makes it so bad is I don't know who's going to talk to you, try to get you up on the roof, but don't do it, okay? Now, like I said, someone works at this mall and they may have been stealing from the mall and they just came from church still. It's crazy. But however, this is a workplace. So there's something with this workplace and this mall, okay? And that's what I have to say. But a lot of you guys, the higher realms want you to have no doubt, because a lot of you guys are spiritual, basically angels. A lot of you guys are angels inside. The higher realms don't want you to second guess yourself. Why? Because it only leads to a lot of indecision. The higher realms want you to trust yourself and to do what is best for you. Some of you guys have to do what's best for you. And I like that word, deadlines, because, we're all just passing through this timeline. So therefore, the acronym for death is DEATH, someone who did everything appointed to him or her to do. So this is like a deadline. So you guys are definitely like I said, you're 144. Okay, so the higher realms want you to really be mindful of what you came here to do, and you guys will receive justice in your home, and you will have peace. But remember the 3 P's, okay? Your power, your purpose, and your peace. That is so very important, okay? So be confident in every way. Follow up with this job. You guys know the drill, and hopefully I don't have to go through as much. But what I'm going to do for you guys right now, before I see what your money look like, is I want you guys to repeat after me. We're going to cancel and clear the negative energy if there's any, and it sounds like there's a lot, if there's any doubt there, because you guys are here to do what you're supposed to do. So repeat after me. I cancel, clear, and delete any negative energies I've picked up subconsciously or consciously in this 3D realm, in this 3D lifetime. I revoke any energetic permissions, agreements, or consents that I've entered into subconsciously or consciously in this 3D lifetime and in this 3D realm. I now cut all negative attachments and free myself from everything that is negatively affecting me wholeheartedly in this 3D realm and in this 3D lifetime. Yeah, so I needed you guys to do that. I'm going to tap into your money and tell you what's coming towards you. I'm hearing something coming back. So some of you guys put something. Yeah, well, that's all the reciprocation. That's money is energy. So I'm gonna let you guys know what's coming back. Let's see. Yeah, okay. See, this is unexpected. Some of you guys are going to get some money from an accident case, and some of you guys are going to get some unexpected money from a slot machine. You're going to at least expect that. And a lot of you guys are not going to expect this other money. Like I said, some of you guys invested. It's a stock investment, and a lot of you guys don't. You have a retro check coming in, and that may also be from this stock investment that you unexpect coming in. That's from money. Yeah, a retro check mean the money just build it. It built it. It was growing. Okay, it grew. Yeah. Okay, that's what I see in every way. One final message from the Love You channel, and I'm gonna let you guys go ahead about your beautiful, merry day. All right, this message is from the higher realms. They said, do you know how much we love you and want to help you? We are here for you, and we hear you ask for guidance, but you must let go and let us help you. You don't have to do it all. You've done your part. Now let us do ours. You would be awe-struck if you knew how many strings were pulled through the matrix to give you what you need and desire. Spirit has a plan, and when you sign up to be a co-creator, you need to remember to allow the partnership. It's not one-sided. Your desires and plans meet up with those of the higher realms, divine spirit. Remember though, Spirit's timetable and ideas of how things will play out may be quite different from yours. Trust us. Spirit's ideas are amazing. Now, let go and let us do the magic. Pay attention to other areas of your life, and before you know it, it is a miracle will be taking place. Yeah, we love you so much over here, they said. Wow, you guys, this is where we must part ways. Of life, last, and death past. You will see or hear me again. Until then, Paulette, peace be unto you and within.